How's it going today, everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Shaner's Mechanic Life. Today I'm going to be bringing you a video, a Snap On versus Milwaukee inspection scope shootout. The Snap On scope is a BK3000 and the Milwaukee scope is their M Spectre 360. Part number on this is 2313-21. Comes with a camera, charger, bag, and a battery. And the Snap-on is their BK3000 skull, which has got the skull finish on it. And it comes with a carrying case, and they both have mirror attachments for the cameras. They're both basic kind of entry-level inspection scopes. And the price point, they're very comparable as well. The Snap-on retails at about $305, and the Milwaukee kit retails at about $230. So let's take a look at all the specs and how they compare to each other, and see which one you guys prefer. First off, both imagery resolutions are the same. They're both 640 by 480. Where the Milwaukee beat Snap-on is in the display. The Milwaukee display is 320 by 240, whereas the Snap-on display is 160 by 240. The Milwaukee screen is just a hair bigger. It's 2.7 inches, and the Snap-on screen is 2.5 inches. Both you can rotate the images, but they're different ways. The Milwaukee, you can rotate the image by moving the head of the camera, or the head of the display, sorry. And the Snap-on one, you rotate the image just by pressing the top button, and it'll just flip 180. Again, Milwaukee's a little bit better because you can fine-tune it to whatever angle, whereas the Snap-on one is just 180, and that's what you get. Now, if you want to take pictures and store them, Milwaukee's not the one for you. Basically, you just take a look at the image. That's it. You can't save them. The Snap-on inspection scope, you can save up to 30 images. The Milwaukee, there's no zoom. The display is what it is. The Snap-on, it's got a 3-step digital display, or digital zoom. Now they're both very easy to turn on. The Milwaukee one, you just press the power button here, and it lights up. The Snap-on one, you press the power button in the middle, and it'll boot up. Now they both have lights on them. The Milwaukee one, it's got 4 lights, whereas the Snap-on, it's only got 1 light. The Snap-on scope, you've got 6 different levels of brightnesses, which you just press that button. And the Milwaukee's only got 4 brightnesses. Both of them are fairly bright lights. Now to compare the cameras and the cables and just physical size and appearance. You look at the Milwaukee cable or camera. It's quite a bit different in physical size. The Snap-on scope, the camera is only 1.5 inches long and 8.5 millimeters wide, whereas the Milwaukee one, it's 2.5 inches long and 9 millimeters wide. So with the camera, they're very comparable. I don't think you're going to notice 0.1 millimeters. As far as the end of the camera, you can't really see it on here, but the Snap-on inspection scope, the lens is flush with the end, whereas the Milwaukee one, it's recessed. That's it's just kind of preference, really. I find the Snap-on one, it's easier to clean because it's flush, but the Milwaukee one tends to pack with junk and it's harder to clean, but also it protects the camera better. Now, cable length. The Milwaukee cable, you got 36 inches of cable, and the Snap-on, you got 43 inches of cable. So it's, you know, a little bit longer, but if you look at the Milwaukee, the cable itself is quite a bit thicker, whereas the Snap-on one's thinner. And just how bendable it is. Like if I go to make a loop, I'm not going to force anything here to damage it. That's about as tight as I can get a loop on the Milwaukee. The Snap-on, you can see it bends so much easier. So if you're trying to get in tight spots around tight corners, Snap-on one definitely is a better unit for you. Now, some people care just as much about how the tool looks as how well it works. The Milwaukee, this is the only option for the finish you get that I know of, is just the regular Milwaukee red and black. Whereas the Snap-on one, you can get all the, you can get the green, you can get the red, you can get flame finish, you can get this skull finish, all sorts of different colors. So if you're the type that likes to have a theme different of your tool color, this one will be a little more customizable. Well, it's got a spark plug out of my wheelbarrow air compressor, so we'll take a look down the spark plug hole and compare the two. Now, as you can see, the Milwaukee camera is substantially larger physical size, and the Snap-on's quite a bit smaller and more pocket size, really. The camera cable wraps around the body, whereas the Milwaukee one, it's you just kind of roll it up and put it in a bag. The Milwaukee, as you can see, it runs on their M12 line of batteries, and the Snap-on one, it's not USB rechargeable. It actually runs on 4 AA batteries. So my recommendation, if you choose to get that one, definitely get a second set of batteries for it in case it runs out, or even some rechargeable ones. So I'll start with the Milwaukee here. This might be a little bit tough to video just because of the glare. So when I got it on, I'll turn the light to the max light. Get it lined up. Wiggle the camera a little bit here for you. As you can see, there's the top of the piston. That might be easier. Top of the piston, that's the cylinder wall and the piston. A pretty clear image. So I got the Snap-on one on. I'll turn its light to the highest setting, and in we go. Again, there's the piston, there's the cylinder wall. They're both very similar. Now, as far as the display looking down the spark plug tube, I know it's probably pretty tough to see it over the camera, but I would have to give the edge of how easy it is to see through. I'd have to give that to the Milwaukee. They're very similar, but I would say the edge goes to Milwaukee on that one. Well, that's a quick rundown on both cameras. Again, the Snap-on part number is BK3000 and the Milwaukee is 2313-21. Snap-on goes for about $305 and the Milwaukee goes for about $229. So really, end of the day, it's what's more important to you. You know, a better, easier to read screen that the Milwaukee has, or the Snap-on one definitely has a beat with all the options and finishes and really the display, it's not that far off from the Milwaukee. Now, as you people know that have seen my channel before, I've got a bunch of Snap-on stuff and I've got a bunch of Milwaukee stuff, so I'm not really hardcore either way. Basically, whatever I like the best and what does the job best for me, I'll go with. But you know, in my opinion, these are two very equal units. But end of the day, if I had to go with one or the other, my choice would be the Snap-on one. Just I'd rather give a little bit on the display and have something that will, you know, fit in your pocket, and you know, you can zoom, you can save pictures and stuff like that just for going back. But yeah, I would definitely, my choice would be Snap-on. Well, let me know what you think in the comments section. Anybody, have you used either one of these, and what are your thoughts? You know, hit that like button and subscribe. I got more videos coming your way. Have a good night, everybody, and thanks for watching.